And he was very athletic. He was very athletic. He was sure to be leaving the community to, pursue his athletic. As he used to do baseball and soccer, which he loved soccer, but he also played basketball. When he was too heavy for football for the younger children, but when he got to middle school, there were a lot of people reaching out to me and my husband trying to, get him for football. He used to have this laugh. He used to do this bear hug on me all the time. He loved to eat. He loved like mac and cheese and chicken. He was stylish. He was sort of laid back.
Somebody took that away from you.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I don't, oh, Lord. It was a Friday morning. I remember going to his room and I remember saying, I'll see you later. And we had talked about his plans that day. I had stopped by the house and I stopped by the corner store and I seen him walking and I can't remember how it was. There was a ginger ale. And I had gave him the ginger ale, asked him to put the ginger ale in the house before he went, or he gave me the ginger ale, so I put it in the house. And I dropped Josephina off, and then I had parked my car by Brigham and Women's and was walking. And I got a phone call, and it was like, Ma, Johnny's dead. And I'm like, what? Like, who is this? And at that point, I didn't know where to go, and I didn't know what to do.
Shondell says the only thing she could think of was to drive to her job at a local hospital. She remembers her co-workers trying to help figure out what happened to Johnny.
I arrived in my department, I was crying. Everybody's trying to ask me what's going on. I'm giving my friend's phone. Everybody's calling me at this point. And I just remember feeling like I was losing it. And so I remember my supervisor putting me in the office and then calling some other people down. I remember them calling. Everybody was trying to call to confirm. And I remember one of the nurses saying, like, this is not right. Like, why can't we get an answer? Like, is this happening? Is he at a hospital? Like, where is he? All along, my son was laying on the ground. I felt like I was not in my normal body. I just was numb. I didn't think my brain nor my body had the capacity to learn that my child had been killed. I wanted to die. I just wanted to die. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't know what I wanted. I just know that my thought in my mind was like, I got to run fast and I got to run hard because I can't do this. I can't hear this.
You didn't want to go down to the scene?
No.
Why not?
I couldn't. It's just something I couldn't. I refused in my mind to see him like that. I had just seen him. He had just got a line up. He was coming out the barbershop. I wasn't ready to run to him to see him like that. I wasn't going to see my baby like that. So I had made that up in my mind.
That's not the last image.
No. I think they said he was there for like almost 3 or 4 hours. I just remember one of the street workers saying that they had to go to every single person's house because he laid there so long. And to me, that was once again, it's already bad enough what happened, but to leave him laying on the ground like that, it just felt more shocking and more damaging. Like, who wants to see that? And that was the image. The Saturday morning, when people would call me, they were begging me, don't look at the newspaper, don't look at the newspaper. And I'm like, we haven't even been notified yet. We haven't even been notified. Like, the family has not been notified that this happened, and it's in the newspaper. I wrote a letter to the person who took my son's life, and I put it in the Bible, and I left it there. And that was one of the first things I did. And that is what I had to do. For the first year, I walked around in fear. I walked around with feelings, like, is that the person? Is that the person? Now, I've always had a feeling of the person who I felt like took my son. But the first year of not knowing, once again, that was part of the wrenching part.
Johnny is part of the 51% of homicide cases from 2000 to 2023 that remain unsolved in Massachusetts. Do you still hold out hope that there will be justice in your son's case?
I give it to God. And because for me, justice with me having my son back. And so no matter what, once again, what anybody does, if you bring my baby back, yes, I'll be looking for, yes, I want my son. That's what I want. Justice is not going to bring him back. I want Johnny to be remembered for who he was. My beautiful, bouncing, baby, athletic boy, for sure, who would have took me out this community. He would have, with his athletic skills, I used to buy this little purple house. Like, Mom, get you a mansion. Nope, I just want this little purple house. And I truly believed he was going to be the child that was going to do that for me.